Mine. Mine. Sorry for that break. So, I'm a member of the Idoma team. I'm not the major or the everything. I'm just a team member. Nekurita, Hadiza, and then I'm the one that will be taking us on some of those sweet topics that we are going to be learning here sometimes. So be my guest anytime, any day. Support me with your everything. Let's do it together. Okay? How I know? Well, the reason why we are speaking English now is because from the comments so far, you know, there were some people that were like, how we hear this language now, this one, that one. And that's why we decided to put this thing together so that you know, I'm not the custodian of Idoma language, you know, but we want to share. We want to take out this time every weekend, you know, to be teaching ourselves. So aloke mix, aloke ibuto, aloke Idoma thoughts, share, aloke move. So thank you once again. I know what. But before I proceed Idoma, because basically, the most trending thing these days is whether Kaeko Bobiki Doma hand. That's what a lot of people, especially Idoma, that's what they are known for these days. You know, Idoma Menya, Idoma girls this, Idoma that, and all of that. We now tend to promote the people and the language in a very bad light. I don't know if it's for content. I don't know what the goal is. It's not even related. They are just family. They are just family from people, neighbors, and all of that. So, Egoma and Idoma, we are very loving people, peace-loving people. We love ourselves. We do good things. We find us everywhere. In politics, military, entertainment, education, bebe. So why are we not promoting that? Okay. Why are we not promoting that? Why are we focused? Why are we focused on the very negative things? Okay, as I said, that would be a topic on its own entirely on another day. Thanks for everybody that joined me. How I knew Wakpeng and Wachi. Thank you for taking out time this busy weekend for some people to join me. How I know. Thank you. I can see you. I am seeing everyone. Thank you very much for the morale that you are boosting. It's giving me joy. Okay. So briefly, Amutai to learn Idoma with me. You know, when you want to learn something, I give greeting. Actually, okay, that is insult, but I don't believe that. I feel you should learn people's language from their greeting, because greeting is the most common thing in the first thing that when you meet somebody, that's the first conversation people have, I think. So in Idoma language, when you see somebody in the morning, you say Ngochi. Ochi means morning, ochochi, you know, in the morning. So Ngochi is good morning. And then if you want to go very respectful, maybe the person is an elder, you can just add the sa or okpani. Ngochi okpani, ngochi sa. Okay. And then in the afternoon, you say Ngaine. One. Eno. That is afternoon. Ngaino is good afternoon. Ngaino. And then in the evening, when you see somebody, you say Ngaine. That's how you greet. Ngaine. That's how you basically say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening in Idoma. And then when somebody comes back or from a journey or so, you tell the person, Ainyowa. Welcome. Ainyowa. That's welcome. Okay. And if somebody gives you something or you want to appreciate somebody, you say Ainya. Ainya basically means thank you. Ainya. Ainya. And then when you want to ask somebody like, how are you? You say Abole. Abole, how are you? And the person will now reply, Obobino. That is, I'm fine. Ngbehi, I'm fine. Obobino, I'm okay. It's well, like that. So that is how you basically greet Idoma. A lot of people used to say Anya. Anya, you know when you say Idoma, the first thing they say, oh, Anya, it's Anya. Anya. Yes, that is it. Anya. And there is a little variation I noticed. You know, the Idoma language, they have different dialects inside. It is one language, one people, one culture, but different dialects. I think in English they say dialect is a part of a language, right? I think a subset of languages. So in Idoma language there are different variations. We have like the Aguilar, their tongue is different. It's just the dialect, I think, is just the variation in tongue, in the way of pronunciation, but it basically means the same thing. It means the same thing. Okay, so maybe the way an Aguilar person will pronounce something and the way Otupo person pronounce something, or somebody from Ogbadibo or Agatu or Apa, they might be slightly different, but they mean the same thing. You get, like the Apa Agatu side, which I also have a knowledge of, which I'm from, Apa. In the Umochi is the same. Umaino is the same, but in the evening you say Umagonoche instead of Umaine. Umagonoche. That's how it's said there. Umagonoche. And then the person will now say Onocheko instead of Onochebe, Onocheko. That's how it is said over there. So that's just a slight variation. So I would love to know in the comment section, how do you greet in your own dialect? Is it a little different? Is there any different from the normal Mochi Umaino, just like the Apagatu Mochi Magichigeno? In the afternoon, instead of Umaino, we say Magichigeno. You can say Umaino, you can say Magichigeno. Then in the evening, Magonoche or Nocheko. Instead of Obobinon, you now say Olambino, Olambin, Obobino, Olambino. One language, different variation, different tongue, but one people. So honestly, I'd like to see your comments in the comment section. Where are you from? How do you greet? How do you greet? And then, how is it happening over there? What's your thought on all of this? We really love to hear you. And please, whether kawo or chenyilo no use bad news or anything, kidoma be you content or promotion. I'm not here to say you should stop, but that it's not really nice. Him to, especially when you are not even sure of what you are saying. You don't even know what you are saying. You know, you can't even justify what you are saying. You are just saying it for saying sake, for content's sake. Him, it's very, very bad. As time goes on, we are going to learn a lot about our people, our culture, tradition, very, very beautiful things. Akojing, we are very lovely people. Love vibes. We are very hospitable. Very, nice actually. But as they say, among the 12, there must be Judas and there must be Peters. So everybody cannot be the same. Okay, everybody cannot be the same. So thank you for staying with me. It's my first live. I'll just briefly go over what we've learned today, which is simple greeting in Idoma language. If you know somebody, you have children, you know your relative, your neighbors, or anybody, or those people in the comment section. How do I learn this language? I just direct them to our live session every Saturday by 10. Most times it will be by 10. Okay, so that we can learn the language together. Next week we are going to learn the Idoma alphabet. A, B, B, D, E, F, G, G, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, something like that. Because growing up, English spellings, it's very, very helpful. You know, they are very helpful. Whether Idoma alphabet, J, learning the pronouncing and spelling in English, again, when you combine those things, you know. So hi to everyone that joined. Hi. Thank you for joining. Well, hey, another thing is Ainya and Uma. As I said earlier, the dialects are different, right? So in Agatu or Apa side, most times instead of the Ainya, you will be hearing Umagowa. Instead of Ainyowa, Umagowa. Ainyowa, Umagowa. So in other Idoma or other parts, Uma is sorry. Yes, but in these two parts, Uma is thank you. Uma also means thank you or welcome. So you have Umagowa, Umagichigeno, Umagonoche, Uma. Somebody might just be telling you Uma, and then you'll be feeling like, what's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong. Why are you telling me sorry? No, that's just it. Variety is the spice of life. It's all those beautiful dialects and variations that make the Idoma language very beautiful. So don't go when somebody is speaking his own dialect, you want to close your ears, you don't want to hear. No, listen, that's what makes it sweet. You know, that's what makes it sweet. And I heard something like Alolu central language, that we have a central language or a central dialect, so to say. I don't know, but some people say it's Otukpo. I think Otukpo and center, and then is the central language. You know, Otukpo. I think a lot of people understand that because you catch a lot Otukpo and you get to understand or speak Otukpo dialect very well. So I don't know if it's official, but Otukpo is the major dialect Idoma nache Gika. You know, admitted in Jachene Kache Ijo Otukpo. So we decided, I don't know whether we decided to adapt it or it's legal, but then Otukpo I think is the central. Thanks for some people that sent me gifts already. I'm grateful and I'm super excited too. I remain your host every Saturday for this particular program. Olo hanu get a hold on our different platform, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So a lot of things will be coming up from time to time. My other team members, they get a host to then sometimes get join Wadu. But for this particular one, in the meantime, I'm a guy host to Noah. You know, you love me already, and I love all of you too. I appreciate thank you. Thank you. See you next Saturday. Bye bye. Yes.